All right, so my book report for section 2 was Is Your Mama a Llama? Written by Deborah Guarino and illustrated by Stephen Kellogg. So this book was about a llama who's continuously looking for their mom, but the llama Lloyd goes through all these different animals. For example, it was a bat, and he meets a duck as well, and all these different animals. And as they're going through, it kind of tells you like what family the different animals belong to as well. So it's like making it seem like that these animals are a part of this like very loving home and loving family as well too. As Lloyd the llama is continuously looking for his mom through animals, he will slowly start to get to her. And then at the end, he finds his mom, which is awesome. It just is a very like family oriented, community oriented book. The visuals are kind of cool too, because I'm pretty sure this is like a watercolor, you can tell in the visuals. And the visuals are pretty big with a minimal background for the reader, and it really makes the animals like the main focus. It sometimes shows you like a little bit of context clues too, and so like as you can see, the illustrations will show you into the next page, and you see the swan is hiding out. And so in here it's a cow, but then you see like the rabbits right here, and so you can kind of know what's about to come up slowly. Or like right here is the Clyde's the seal, and then Clyde's in this illustration as well too. So the illustration gives context clues for the young readers as well to see what's going to be on the next page, and then they can kind of predict on what's going to be the next page as well, or what animal they're going to run into next. The cover art as well makes us predict like what we're gonna probably be learning about, because the Lloyd the llama is already kind of interacting with another animal, so you would think just from the cover page that Lloyd will be interacting with other animals in this book as well. The genre of this book is fiction, which means that it is a made-up story. It is not factual or anything like that. And then it's like a fiction children's book. So this is for our little ones. This would be great for like probably like a kindergarten to first grade. I think this is a little too old for second grade class, but definitely first grade classes would be perfect for. And then I feel like even for kinder, this would be great for as well, because they're still learning those animals. There's like little to a few words on the pages as well too, but it's a little bit more than like TK, like transitional kinder, and then it's going into like that first grade, not second grade, maybe a little second grade, like early second grade. But as you can see, it's like less than or just about like 10 pages or 10 words on the page. Very simple. And even when it shows the animal cow, and then students can be like, moo. Let's see. A direct quote from the page or a passage that tells us why I like this specific book was definitely on the, when it literally just says the end. There is something so comforting about this page with the Lloyd snuggled up to his mom, and it's just very homey, and it shows like a sense of like community, and it shows a sense of just like home, definitely home. And I think this would be great to share with the students as well too, because you can explain to them, like, just like he was trying to find his mom in a home, like we are all part of the same community, we're all part of the same unit, and we move as one together. So I think that would be a great message to send to students as well. I think a few strengths about this book, especially for young readers, is that the illustrations are fairly simple. I mean, it's really not too much going on. You have a little bit of a background and then there's a few animals, but it's great for young readers. It doesn't distract them way too much of the words that are going on. The wording on the pages too are very little, and then like this swan, so it's helping them learn their animals. That was great as well too. I feel like a few weaknesses is that not all students have a mom. And so some students might be raised by like an uncle, a guardian, a sibling. And so I think that some students might feel left out because of this book, which is a little sad. But I think then again, you can tie it back into community, and that can generalize things. But I think that's one of the biggest weaknesses for me in reading this book to a big group of kids, is that not all students have a mom to go home to. And so I think this is able to bring up a few heavy emotions, but I feel like that's the only weakness this book has. The language is definitely first grade level language, around early second grade level language for the students. Very simple. Animals is your mama a llama. It's very repetitive, so they'll start getting into the story. It will engage them as well too. This would be, again, a great book to read for students regarding their sense of community. For one, let's say if like Mother's Day might be coming up or something like that, that would also be a great way to use this book too. This would be a great rhyming book as well in the classroom. And then this would also be a great story to learn how to build off of our context clues and make a prediction about what's going to happen next. If I see a, let's see, if I see a rabbit right here, Rhonda, and I go to the next page and I'm like, oh, what's going to be next? What do you think this animal is going to run into? Or sorry, a kangaroo. Then, oh, kangaroo. So it's just like the small context clues that matter and help students build predictions and helps them with their reading comprehension skills as well, which is amazing. So overall, this was a pretty fun read. It's super easy. It's really grade level appropriate for kinder, first, second, like I said, early second grade would be really great. And it doesn't have too many weaknesses. It has a lot of strengths as a book, but just the one weakness with it just being maybe a little, it can't really serve to all readers, because like I said, there might be students who don't have moms, so it might bring up some heavy emotions. But overall, it was a really good read, and I can't wait to read this to a classroom.